back. We're back, guys. To this we're back. Yes, we've been back. I just needed to let everybody know we're back.
We back.
No, like
yeah, Bert and Ernie gay.
I gotta go. She gotta pick up her son.
Bert and Ernie gay?
Yeah, Bert and Ernie gay.
Since when?
All right, bro.
Yeah, it just came out last year.
SpongeBob came out like during the pandemic. I think SpongeBob came out.
Somebody needs to do a Muppets.
Appreciate you.
R.Kelly out of the closet reenactment.
Somebody need to talk about how Pepe Lupue is a perv.
Ooh.
Pepe Lupue.
Bro, what you mean?
Bro,
No,
what?
Bro,
that motherfucker was way too aggressive.
Super
like,
offensive.
for no reason. Like, he was...
Pepe Lupue. He would chase girls
bro,
and...
he was... Him and Johnny Bravo, bro.
Sexual
Both
harassment.
Him and Johnny Bravo both were fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, Johnny Bravo definitely was.
Was terrible.
I can't remember Pepe Lupue. I mean, I know he was, but I can't remember the
girl that was a cat that he thought was a skunk.
Yes.
And she did not walk his ass.
Yes.
And he would just grab her and kiss her and do all
yes,
that shit.
you right.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Pepe Lupue was awful.
A couple episodes
Oh,
he
Max,
broke her
can you
down.
flip it now while we on a break?
That was assault.
Yeah, that was assault. That was sexual assault. You right about that. I didn't even think about that.
That's a child's cartoon.
I used to watch it.
Wildin'. But okay, so going back to the different times, because guess what? We didn't look at sexual explicit shit was not introduced to us
because we were still censored
at the time. Now it's not censored.
No.
Nothing is censored.
And now I sit back and think about it, I'm like, why was he forcing
himself on her? Yeah.
So is it really the times? Because Pepe Le Pew was
right, but I think had we been over-sexualized and desensitized to sex back then, it would have been inappropriate back then.
Right.
But because now everything is sex-based, because sex, so everybody, we can see it. Now it's just like, that nigga is a little rapey.
Yeah. Right.
What the fuck is going on?
It's not okay.
Have you heard about the Disney shows that have like explicit
did he leave
cartoons?
He did.
Oh, damn.
We need a lighter.
You ain't got no lighter in this whole house.
Oh.
I know you do.
My parents got one.
They left.
Ma, she in there.
Yeah.
Need you, Ma.
Ma.
Oh, you just went to Africa.
Yeah. For the third time.
So Mez is our train.
Eritrean.
Ma, can you bring a lighter? Have Jimmy bring me a lighter, please.
Yo.
What?
Crazy.
What?
Oh, I thought you was in the room.
Disney did a lot of like fugazi things back in the day.
Also look what happens when people come out of Disney. They're fucked up. You know, Miley Cyrus went through her
except the niggas who sung for Lion King. That nigga
Raven-Symoné went through Lion. Like everybody like gone through their shit because they were trying.
Kale's alright.
Well, he didn't do Disney.
He didn't.
He didn't do Disney. Kale. Keenan from Kale.
Keenan and Kale.
He wasn't. Yeah.
You sit here.
Nickelodeon. It was Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I couldn't see. No, I can see you, but you also chocolate, so I couldn't see you through the tint.
Not chocolate.
I can just see your teeth, but I couldn't see your
Low-key racist, Morgan.
Oh no, I think I got.
How is that racist? I'm black.
Colorism.
It was
Colorism. Your colorism is showing.
Yeah. Like you had
so
to
yes,
see
Keenan and Kel was on Nickelodeon, but he wasn't on Disney. They weren't on Disney.
But I heard that show during that stretch, the dude did a lot of weird stuff. The producer, this old girl got paid $600,000 not to say.
Who was your producer?
Remember the little skinny white girl?
I know you're talking about, but who was the producer?
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
The other one, not
Jenna something.
Yeah, her.
But I can't think of.
They paid her like $600,000 not to put her book out.
Cause she was gonna expose that.
Yeah.
Nigga. But my thing is Disney as a collective is fucked up because for the simple fact that like they literally out here brainwashing kids and they're literally finding them at a very, very young age, which is why like I don't know what the solution is, but bringing kids into the entertainment industry when they are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is extremely dangerous for their fucking mental health. Like literally,
most of them kill themselves.
Exactly, most of them do.
Like the whole Good Times show. I mean, no, what's that one? Webster, not Webster, the other guy.
Gary Coleman.
Yeah, that show. Like 3 out of the 4.
What's the name of the show? What's the name of the show?
Different strokes.
Yep, that's it.
All of them.
A lot of them had like issues, bro.
It's cold outside.
Shit.
Would you let your kids be in entertainment industry young?
I'm gonna repack these both, right?
Okay.
As a mother?
That's what we're talking about. Like, I think that children going into the entertainment industry at a young age. I mean,
it's
dangerous.
It is dangerous unless you like right there on the scene with them at every moment.
You can't. Because then you got to quit your full-time job to be with them, to help them pursue their career.
I know.
But so then it's like, does that parent, are you that parent that loves money more than you love your kids? Because there are some parents that...
Oh, no. The reason why R. Kelly kept getting access to children is because of their parents.
Because of the parents. Their parents
were just like, Aaliyah's mom signed her name on the dotted line. Like, yes, you can marry her at the age of whatever the fuck she was, 15. So it's like, the parents are a part of the motherfucking problem. Because it's like, parents will literally live vicariously through their fucking children.
I always said that, though. I always said,
you'll make some poor
at the end of the day, when it comes to that R. Kelly shit, no, I do not agree with the fuck he was doing. But I feel like the parents should have also been faulted the same way as he was.
We should have talked about this on camera.
Fuck yeah, he should. He's still wrong.
But he's getting consent, though.
He's not getting consent because he's getting parental consent.
Why would he go to jail then? If he's getting consent?
He needs to go to jail, and the parents need to go to jail with him. That's the fucking... Everybody needs to fucking go to jail.
Because at the end of the day, why the fuck do you have your 12-year-old or younger child at a bump and grind concert?
Mm-hmm. No doubt, but I'm just saying, like...
My mom... You know, what's the name of that concert that was Pretty Ricky, Omarion? It was like the Millennium Tour.
Millennium Tour.
My mama said, you not fucking going to that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
My mom did not play that shit. I wanted to go so bad.
Right.
Central. You thought out there. I ain't gonna lie.
My mom would not
let me out there.
My mom is like, absolutely not. You're not going. You're not going.
So why are you bringing your child to a bump and grind concert? Again, these parents were bringing their kids to these concerts and then trying to use their kids. They knew what the fuck. Before we knew what R. Kelly was doing, they knew what the fuck R. Kelly was doing.
I didn't really know anything sexual until like 14, 15. Yeah. The household I came up in didn't have any sexual references.
Right. Yeah. That's
I didn't understand.
My parents wouldn't even really kiss in front of me and my brother. Like, my parents were very selective with the type of affection.
I had different parents. Like, and it's a bad thing to say.
It's being recorded.
Oh, the camera's on too. Damn, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I had different parents at that
then
age.
You still got the audio, regardless.
Okay.
It's an ASMR because I'm chewing loud as fuck on this record.
They gonna love that shit.
Break the chicken nugget.
You can hear me swallowing this shit.
And inhaling.
Literally.
Look.
I was saying that if he's getting consent from the parents and the parents
everybody needs to go right, everybody has to.
Is he really doing something wrong?
He is.
I know the technicalities of it.
So listen, yo, I've been in entertainment for a long time, bro. A lot of times, man, these people don't know, man. They so naive. They just happy that their child wants to be in the entertainment business. They've been singing since they was a baby.
And they got that $50,000 check.
These folks be swooping these kids up, man. They block these parents out too.
This is true.
And they just run off with them, bro.
So then, how do you feel about kids going into entertainment industry at a young? Do you have kids?
Yeah, I got an 11-year-old.
Okay, so how do you feel about kids going into the industry at a young age?
I would only do it if I could be there every day.
Right.
With him.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. If you're with your child every step of the way, especially if you have two parents, somebody need to give up something if they want their child to pursue that dream, or if you feel like that's what your child want to do and you want to be an advocate for your child, because you have to be there.
Right.
I'm not trusting nobody with my kids.
$50,000 is not enough for you to quit your job.
Hell
your child full time.
No.
But see, back then that's what it was. It wasn't $100,000, $200,000. It was literally maybe one salary.
You can get some back end,
and it might even be a part-time salary. So it's literally not enough in this day and age with inflation and way shit is going on for you to quit your job to allow your child to pursue a potential career that could or could not work out for them.
And if you don't know that and you bank on that, and
you're like, $50,000 sound real good.
Now about 6 months later, you like, hey, you make sure he like you. You feel what I'm saying? You put your children in positions to make decisions that they shouldn't.
That they shouldn't have to make on their own.
Literally. And that's exactly what happens.
And that's a problem. That's where that problem develops, right there.
Hey, I love people.
Because at the end of the day, a child mind is not even developed enough to even make that type of decision. No. You're only doing what you're telling them to do. Oh, my mom said I got to make this, so what does that mean?
I put it on the table.
It's right here.
Yeah,
oh, the discs are in there.
Oh, the ones that are
made? Yeah.
Y'all know, man, but the entertainment industry, man, if you be around folk long enough, these folks don't have no boundaries.
No, absolutely not.
It's super wild.
Absolutely not. Because I follow Diet Prada on Instagram, literally my favorite fucking account. And they go into, as a photographer, with me being an algorithm, I see more and more photography content. There's so many photographers, so many white male photographers that are being exposed for photographing 16, 17-year-old girls completely naked and removing their right to make the decision to not have this stuff published. So let's say you and I did a photo shoot, and I shoot you at 16 naked, and then 5 years down the road, you're just like, Morgan, can you get rid of these pictures? I'm like, no, fuck you. Like, I own the goddamn picture, and that's literally what's happening. They're publishing books and articles and all this stuff with you naked at 16, and that's what's happening. Is like the entertainment industry with photography, with content creation, with all these things. It's like, especially photography, it's just the fucking patriarchy. It's extremely fucking toxic.
Studio 12
And give a time out real quick and give the definition of your patriarch. Sorry.
Y'all know what patriarchy is. At the end of the day,
y'all know, but not everybody. Yeah.
Please refer to the patriarchy episode that I did with Mez Black Label, because at the end of the day, we had that episode really dives into the deeply rooted patriarchy. And when we start talking about Tyree Nichols, we're going to talk about the patriarchy and the white supremacy that a lot of black males are keeping alive. And at the end of the day, I think that, because I actually had this conversation with one of my clients today just about how, like, in business, what's happening is a lot of black businesses are trying to monopolize and control the industry. They're playing this slave master role of, I got the clout, I'll give you a business, but I need 50% of your fucking profit type shit.
Right.
And it's extremely dangerous, because it's like, why do you need all of that? Why do you need to be the ringleader? Why do you need to be the slave master? Why do you need to be in control of all of my opportunities? If you're gonna help me, just help me and just leave it at that. But no, it's not. That's literally what it is, and that's what's happening. And it's like, I'm not gonna drop no names, but at the end of the day, go on Axios Charlotte. Y'all gonna see what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I just think that so many people don't understand how many black men are keeping the white supremacy alive and keeping the patriarchy alive, because it's like, y'all gonna lose regardless, and I'm gonna let y'all live for now. But at the end of the day, like,
I'm gonna make sure we win. And y'all don't.
Women, especially black women, are out here winning left and fucking right, and we are taking absolutely no prisoners. We getting shit done, regardless of what anybody got to fucking say for it. So it's like,
and we're standing and holding our own, and we're not taking no shit. Like,
and the reason why men are so uncomfortable right now is because venues are literally creating spaces for women. So like, literally with Babe Cave, Babes on the Run, what I do with Hoko, like, I'm creating safe spaces for women to come in here. Men, if you want to come, cool. This is not your house, though. And you need to understand whose house this is. And if you come incorrect, you say something wrong, you put your hands on somebody, I promise you're getting yoked up and you get removed out of here. And that's the end of the conversation. This is a woman's house. When Mez came to my very first competition, he literally walked in the door by himself because your ass didn't show up. We're not going to talk about that. Literally, there's a table. There's a table of women that were like, oh, come sit with us. Like, aggressively.
I did come to the second one.
He wanted to go on record that he did come to the second one. At the end of the day,
let it all be known. Like, I did come to the second one.
But he had COVID the first time.
He did.
He had COVID. He did.
I didn't want to use that as an excuse.
No, but he really had COVID.
I did not know you were sick.
I told you that day, but you probably forgot. I think maybe I didn't.
You did not. You told me that. You said it.
Yeah, I didn't want to put your info out.
To me, like,
no, I told you that day. No, it was like a couple days before. And you told me, but I was like, I don't want to put your business out there.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Back then, talking about COVID was like talking about a damn STD.
Yeah.
I had business out in these streets.
You didn't want to tell nobody. Nobody COVID.
It's like, you got COVID? Damn.
You gotta disclose your status before you go any fucking way.
Man, it was a scary time. Like, I
really
thought people
wild.
were gonna die left and right. Like,
Because they were though. They were.
But I'm saying the TV made it seem like it could be your friend.
Right?
It could be your mom.
It could be your family member.
Damn. Why trying to be my mama?
It could be your mama.
Family member.
It's your partner. He's in the bed with you, or she's in the bed with you.
They're talking about y'all swapping droplets during sex. Of fucking course we are. What are you fucking talking about? Like,
how the fuck is that supposed to happen without doing that?
Y'all had sex with a mask on?
Right.
I got COVID with a mask.
We kissing through the mask. Wait, y'all ready? No, put your mask on. Not the condom. Put your mask on.
Not the condom. Put your mask on.
Goddamn mask on. I ain't wearing no rubber. I'm goddamn not wearing no goddamn face.
That's literally how they was having us do it. They were like, so we not gonna wear a condom, but I'm gonna put a mask on.
Wherever, but my
breath is a problem. Can't have those droplets.
It was the droplets. You can't be swapping them droplets. They kept shoving that shit down our throat, bro. I
wanted to ask you ladies, the men versus women podcast revolution. Have you noticed the extreme viewpoints kind of rising up, and from your Kevin Samuels to your, those type of people dominating the airwaves and creating more of a divide? Or is it just they're presenting information that's already there. What do y'all?
What's the podcast with the Indian boy that be talking all that shit
Yeah,
about the women?
Fresh and Fit.
That I don't like that podcast, and it's just because it's like I don't.
listen to it. It triggers
The
me.
thing is,
Yeah, it's like
he be on point with certain shit.
Just put it on top.
But then
Put it on top of there.
it's gonna be hard to take it off afterwards, though.
You got full tongs.
I got
in
a
your
smaller
hand.
one too.
But Morgan is right. The revolution of women's spaces have grown too. So what I'm saying, those are kind of in response to those to cater
Where that
to
thing
the
at?
opposite extremity. You know what I mean?
But sometimes
Morgan,
what I don't like is
Or
the Fresh
side,
and
can
Fit.
you get that board, please? I'm sorry.
Sometimes what I don't like about that podcast is he get women on there that will
dumb.
speak
That
about
idiots,
they'll
dumb.
speak about themselves to a certain extent. Like they don't say nothing more while he talking shit about them, and I don't like that.
So I listened to, I don't know if y'all follow my story when I was watching the Andrew Tate on Pearly Things podcast. And
Oh yes.
that, if y'all have not watched it, it is literally 3 hours, so please break it up. But it's on YouTube, it's on Pearly Things. She literally posted, it was Brittany Renner, Andrew Tate, Pearl, and then a whole bunch of other people that I have no idea who the hell they are. Ultimately, what is happening is Andrew Tate's been arrested, thank God, because they needed to get his ass off the fucking streets, because he's just a fucking animal.
Seriously.
What's going on in these podcasts is a lot of men are inviting pick-me
Yes.
women onto these podcasts to continue to perpetuate their bullshit ass beliefs that women are supposed to remain second-class fucking citizens. And the only solution in this current state is for women to stand up, which is naturally why there are more women creating safe spaces for women. There are more podcasts. There are more conversations that are going on. Now, naturally what happens is if what's happening with the podcast culture now, which I think is going to be a massive shift within the next 1 to 2 years, is that we are running out of topics to talk about. These, what you bring to the table, and my man need to make this, and my woman need to stay home and cook this. Like, I'm sick of hearing this shit. So, and if everybody and their mom is producing a podcast talking about the same shit, y'all are really not talking about anything. So, with women creating more safe space for us to have more conversations, I think it's great, but at the same time, y'all gonna run out of content real soon. Like, Drink Champs is a perfect example of a whole bunch of men sitting around, bullshitting around drinking, and in the beginning, it blew up. But now, y'all don't have anything to talk about. Y'all ask these niggas the same six questions, and it takes 3 hours to have the same conversation, so it's like, y'all are not actually providing any real value. With this fucking Indian dude, he be inviting these Instagram influencers.
Is he?
See?
What'd you
Is
say?
he?
Whatever.
I said I don't like
So
that
fuck
nigga.
that
I'm
nigga,
sorry.
right?
I'm sorry, he is what?
Sudanese. He's African.
Sudanese.
He's African.
Well, okay, back up. The Sudanese nigga with the podcast, I don't like him.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You can not like him. But
Well, I think y'all don't like him because they're particularly arrogant.
No, I don't.
Super arrogant.
I who's arrogant?
him.
The guy.
Him. Well, he's arrogant, but I
Put your gun
also
on safety.
Because Steve Harvey,
He said, who? Who arrogant?
She ready to pop off.
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
can't-
Steve Harvey gives same similar
can't
advice
do
to
it.
men
Why,
and
bro,
women.
why?
Toxic
Steve
masculinity.
Harvey presents it in a more suitable.
No. Me, I can't use it.
He said he couldn't use a pink one.
okay.
Easier pill to swallow.
Okay.
Okay.
Put
I
your
think
gun on
they have
safety.
the
Put my
same
gun on
purpose.
safety.
Please.
Put the gun on safety, please.
Right, but Steve Harvey also is not going to invite a bunch of social media influencers that are like 23 years old on his podcast
No,
to
I
prove
get
his
it.
point.
I get it.
Right, so the delivery is always going to be trash when you're inviting
damn.
fucking children onto your
Right.
platform that don't even have the ability to speak up for themselves. So for me to go back to the point of me bringing up the Andrew Tate podcast is I follow Brittany Renner. I'm a huge fan of hers, and I feel like she dropped the ball on the podcast. I feel like she didn't stand up for the girlies. I feel like she
Who was
allowed-
this?
But he's a good talker. He's a
Brittany
good
Renner?
orator. He's
Oh.
Oh, Andrew Tate is a phenomenal. I
Yes.
see the
He's a
appeal.
spinster. He
I
knows
see the
how
appeal.
to- he
He's
knows
a
how to,
swindler.
like,
That
yeah.
motherfucker know how to
No,
finesse
I'm
your
just-
eye.
I feel like a whole
shit.
crackhead.
Yeah, like to me, Andrew
I'm like
Tate,
this.
Trump, these individuals, they're
That
all
one
the
hitting.
same
When we
in
start recording
colliding
again?
of how they
As soon as they
spit
finish.
game.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like,
When we
to
start
me,
back, I
ain't
gotta
no
touch on
difference with him
Tyree
and Pimp C
real quick,
or any of the
'cause I-
individuals. we
Wait,
grew
so
up in
y'all
hip-hop.
save this conversation. Let's record it because this is a good conversation.
Q, did you need to really tell us that?
Yes.
See what's going on with it? It's hitting.
It's it now. It's the same flavors.
I just want to hear
I
it
know,
one
I
time
just
because
want-
I don't get.
Oh yeah, you want the
Yeah, which one you want?
Pause.
Nah, how's Paul's hitting?
Thank you. Damn.
I said the longer one.
The longer,
Oh, that's Paul's.
the longer one. I was giving
just
you
wanna
that
hit it
because
one
it's
time.
closer to you.
Yeah, I was just like, that's supposed to be a good thing. We don't pause on that, right?
Well, I was gonna pass it to him because he need to
He
start
ain't
recording.
quit.
Oh yeah, he do need to hit it before.
Morgan. I mean Aisha. He needed.
Morgan.
What the fuck is that?
She's so goddamn
You
country
called me
boy.
Ty.
Morgan.
It was hilarious because you tried to hold it in. That was she's trying to be like.
She's like,
it bubbled up like soda. Like it was like couldn't stop.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay.
Here's Sai.
No, we gotta wait for Sai. Sai, you staying in?
Yeah, why?
Okay. Cool.
You gotta remember to pass the mic though too.
I'm loud.
All right.
Yeah,
We
y'all
got
can
it.
hear me right
We
now.
can hear his ass in the next room.
Nobody asked you.
It'll be good.
I love this. Q is the confrontational one.
She
the little spitball. She the spitball. All right, so.
What the fuck? What kind of loose ass hookah y'all?
Okay. So before we jump back into it, pause.
That was not pause.
We're pausing for women genitalia too.
All
I said loose.
Pause for
I'm
all
not.
the women and the men genitalia. Can we take this shot real quick?
Yes.
Why not?
Why not?
I don't like the way you just cut off.
Ah shit! I done put some in my damn cup.
It's another one somewhere.
You're
It's another one somewhere.
Yes.
You see another shot over there? Another shot cup
Let me
over there?
cater to you.
Can you give us another shot cup? Thank you. Here you go.
Pass the shot cup.
I got one. I'm good.
Everybody got one?
Morgan. Yep. Morgan already got a shot.
Where's my cup?
Right here.
Oh yeah, I poured this shit ages ago.
Ages?
Okay, Grandma.
What you got going over here with your hot sauce and your Polynesian?
That's how I eat my chicken nuggets.
My chicken nuggets.
All right,
Yo,
Morgan.
why?
She keep
why don't
fucking
your
with me.
Like your accent is not as strong as
Hold
hers,
on,
and
we
y'all
drank
live
this
in
whole
similar
bottle?
Areas.
No,
So-
I'm from Burgaw, Wilmington. I'm the country, for real. She from Durham, almost the city.
My cadence is a little different.
No, she from
To be
almost the
honest with you,
city.
I thought you from up north. The way, like.
Oh, because of her aggressiveness.
He's stupid.
It's my cadence.
It's the cadence.
It's the cadence.
So I didn't think she was from down here. I would have said something like a New York or Jersey.
Just upstate. I mean, up north.
You know, because
Yeah, no, I've gotten DMV.
But it's
several times.
more or less of her the line. It's more or less of her aggressiveness, like how she talks. She talks with authority.
I think it is. I think it is like the
the
power
matriarch.
within. You know, like there's no.
She's a dominatrix. She dominates.
Bruh, let me tell y'all something.
You
I
could be
have
a
thought about it
dominatrix.
on numerous fucking
You
occasions.
you would make
I was
millions of
bro,
dollars. You
I'm
go from
retiring
6
the whole
figures to
crew.
20
Everybody
figures.
quitting.
First of all,
For sure.
when I say you would be great at it.
Exactly.
Second of all,
Hey,
there
tell-
would be men who
tell
would
her.
pay you out the wazoo.
Oh, I already know.
Hey, tell her to say,
then
turn
have
your
you
ass
kick it in
around.
there.
Turn
Tell
your
her to
ass
say
around.
it. Say it. Turn your ass
Turn your
around.
ass around.
Turn your ass around.
See?
Because she's told me to turn my ass around a
She
few
told me
times.
too, and I was like, damn.
So
I was like,
so
shit.
big
I
and
should
annoyed.
say it with my name. I should turn your ass
your
around.
ass around.
I'll give it a baby.
And I'm like, damn, you want me to look to the left or
It
to
might
the
be more
right?
bad.
Fuck.
So like what I'm saying is there's
I don't know
men.
which way.
You know, there's men that would let you kick him in the balls.
No, I've had men ask me to beat the shit out of them before.
Whoa, I don't know. But we
My
can't
tattoo
kick
artist, he probably shouldn't have said this to me when at this age, but he's literally asked me to walk on his back with stiletto heels on when I was like 18.
Oh my God.
See, I don't know. That's weird. But
Oh no,
that's-
one you get your tattoos for free?
Hey.
I started paying recently.
Hey,
I just started paying.
Niggas in the
I just
balls
started
for a
paying.
while is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
No, I would listen. I'm telling you, I've thought about it on numerous occasions, but I was like, Morgan, do
You
you
would
want
know.
to
Oh, I
Six
drank
girls
it.
without
they
skin
lucky
on.
men don't get that same
I
thing
act
for
like I
women.
didn't.
'Cause
You are-
Oh, we got toast. I drank it.
Okay.
Damn, she need a new one.
Yep, you need a
Fill
new
up
one. You
halfway,
need a
at
new
least
one.
halfway,
You need a
'cause
new
you
one.
shouldn't
Wait,
have been
stop.
rushing.
Wait.
Everybody
You
stop.
gotta get a new one.
Halfway.
For a fact, I didn't wait. I just shot it.
Mess
No.
need another one.
Hell no,
Yes,
I
you
don't.
do. Yes, you. What time you gotta go to the birthday?
Whenever you
we
get
leave
there.
here.
Okay, so we ain't left
I'm gonna
yet.
be more drunk than my birthday,
on.
homie. No, I don't need them.
Come on, yes, you do. Half a shot.
Half.
I pour my own trouble.
Nope, half a shot. You act like just because he poured, it's gonna get you more drunk.
See, it's the fucking
Lime.
patriarchy. It's the bullshit. Like,
Patriarchy.
he
Lime.
can fill you up.
Hey, yo.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
Pause for this.
Thank you.
Pause on that one.
I said what the fuck I said.
You would be a hell of a dog.
Okay.
I'd be so good at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna fight you, and I know you're gonna be good at it. Cause
All right, let's take a shot. We got
Sister
this start
Soldier
over
gonna beat
again.
your ass.
Sister Soldier.
Cheers to Sister Soldier.
Would you want a man like that?
Absolutely not.
And
You're
that's
not
the
actually that dominating. You're actually
Who ain't?
So I'm what TikTok would call me,
baby, because
Hey.
I'm a thug. She a thug. You know what I'm saying?
what was the term? It was something sub. So I do have a lot of submissive. Like my kink is I have a praise kink.
A what?
So a praise king.
Okay, give the
She gonna lick
definition
your
of that.
face.
Time
No,
out.
that
Give
is
it.
not
What?
praise king.
That's what I'm
means.
saying. Give the
That's the phrase
definition.
I'm talking about.
I was thinking God.
So I'm the good girly. Tell me I'm a good girl. I promise you, I can give you whatever the fuck you want.
Gotcha.
Like that's very much so how I am, and I learned it because, and then I really
Niggas
found
take
out.
note.
I found out very quickly that the reason why I have a praise kink is because I was deprived of that as a child. Which is weird, but that's the whole psychology behind it. So it's like I was never praised as a child, so naturally, when I'm praised as an adult, it gets me aroused.
So
that a trap for
that is a thing. That is a thing
Yes.
because I'm that thing.
What I'm saying is that a trap?
Seriously,
What do you
like
mean
when
a
I
trap?
feel
Wait, I'm
it-
confused.
Like you have to worry about people pretending to really praise you and maybe falling into.
No, I know.
You got
human
boundaries.
nature.
It's boundaries
I
for
know,
that.
no,
Like you
I
can.
have discernment, so I
Right.
have the ability to know when you fucking full of shit.
Full of
but-
shit.
It's just like when you grow up and somebody's telling you everything that you do wrong, but they never tell you what you're doing right. So when
Correct.
you hear somebody telling you what you're doing right, then it's just like, okay.
It's like, okay, oh wow, so you're gravitating to that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so if even if it's not even just bedroom, you know
No,
what I'm
it's
saying?
just
Just
in
in
general.
general.
Yeah.
So like if somebody's telling me something, oh my God, you're doing good, you're killing it, and I'm like, oh shit, I am.
That's
Okay.
what all women wanted.
No,
That's what
most-
all women
no.
It just
enjoy.
depends on the woman. Some women were raised to be strong women. They heard that praise as they were growing up, so it's just like they don't need it to
And if
continue
a
to go
nigga
on.
gassing, you'd be like.
But I was also
No,
like, I was raised, like my father, I'm definitely a daddy's girl, so I was 100% raised to be very independent. So me being in my adult life now and being forced to depend on other people has been a challenge for me, but I've also recognized like the type of person that I am and the type of support that I need. And through my healing and my therapy, you know, and a lot of research on fucking TikTok, I've just learned that my personality just needs certain things, which is why I could never date a submissive man. Like I struggled tremendously with dating very passive men, but I do have a history of being involved with passive men. But now that I've recognized that I'm the problem and the reason why I attract passive men is because I have such an aggressive
personality. Yes.
And literally men that have mommy issues adore me. And I don't know if it's because of the aggressive nature, the tone of voice, I don't know what it is, but it's like, but I also
A lot of
attract
niggas got
those.
yelled at.
Yeah.
growing up.
Well, at the end of the day, it's also because having, like me, for example, I cannot, as you said, have a man that's passive or submissive. I need somebody to be dominant because if I have somebody that's not dominant, I'm gonna walk the fuck all over you.
Yeah.
Right.
I've done that, and I'm not gonna really respect you, and it's not on purpose. It's not intentionally. It just happens because I'm like, oh, this is a joke.
Right.
What? Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna take you seriously.
Not gonna take you
Yeah.
serious at all. But when I got that authoritative nigga on my side, I'm like, oh, okay, bitch.
Now, when we say authoritative, it's different because
So
like,
when
a nigga
I
not
say
gonna tell me what to do.
no,
That's
it's a
what we're
difference
not gonna
between
do.
telling what to
Like,
do. It's
the
not
white
what
nigga
you
would tell
say.
you what to do.
Yes, it's not what you say. It's how you
It's
say
how you
it.
say
That's what
it.
it is.
It's not what
Yeah.
you're saying, it's how you say it, because a nigga can be authoritative
Yeah.
without being disrespectful
Without it. Yeah.
or just outright blatantly
His
telling you what to
demeanor,
do.
period,
It's the
could just-
demeanor is all different. I mean, prime example, y'all met, everybody in this room met
That
my
nigga's
nigga.
hilarious.
He is hilarious.
Yeah.
He is. Shout out to my
But he
nigga.
still gives like
But he
I'm
gives.
the man of the house.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yes,
still gives that
exactly.
energy.
And
Like,
I know
that's the
my
point.
place, and I'm
Right.
gonna say my place because I do have a place.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying? Like I am a woman. I'm his wife. I'm not going to overpower him over
A lot of
certain
women
things.
ain't gonna like that, but you.
And a lot of women is not. But when you get
that's
treated
also-
at a certain standard and a certain respect, you're gonna understand that.
But a lot of women are not gonna like that because you're with the wrong partner.
So what about when a nigga
Exactly,
say, when a
that's
nigga
the
say
thing.
play your position? How do y'all take that?
Because it's
it
not,
depends on who the nigga
like,
who
right,
it is.
First
Like,
of all,
you're
and
not
it
gonna
depends on how
Yes.
it's being said.
So it's
Not what you
Right.
say, it's how you say
it's
it.
how you say it, but it's also the nigga that it comes from.
Correct.
Because if
Exactly.
you're with the wrong nigga and he tell you to play your place,
Nigga, I'll
after
beat
he,
your ass.
Like, right,
Right, who the
Who
fuck
the
is
fuck you
you?
talking to?
Who are you talking
Nigga, I'll
to?
beat your ass.
Right, we
We
gonna
go outside
square
right
up right now.
Right
We gonna
now.
square the
I'll
fuck
whoop your
up.
ass in my Uggs.
Now let
Only
me
don't
tell
think
you.
you fucking
Now
want
that
to.
nigga that y'all met, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna
He
tell you that
also-
right now. I'm
he
not
ain't
doing that.
coming at you like
And
that.
he's
He's not
not
gonna
gonna
do
come
that,
at
and
me
that's
like
the
that.
difference.
it's the way
He's not
it's
gonna
the
come at
way
me
he
like that.
said. Like I will say, Uncle Pete demands respect when he walk in the room, and for me, I appreciate that because it's like in my relationship, I didn't see that. Like I treated my nigga like, okay, who the fuck are you? But it's just like, seeing him now and the way that the way that he works and the way that he does it, just like, that's your nigga. Like, you gotta respect him because he doing what he gotta do to take care of you and yours. Respect that man. Mm-hmm. But it's just like you gotta be able to see that instead of feeling like you the man of the house or you wear the pants in a relationship.
Because
no
how you
nigga
carry yourself make a nigga
yourself.
not want to play with you too.
Exactly.
Because we
Yes,
cool,
that's
but I
real.
would never. This is my first time meeting him, but I could tell from you what type of nigga you dating.
Mm-hmm. Explain that.
Like, just off top, how you carry yourself. You don't cross no lines with niggas. Like, even when you come to my parties and stuff, you carry yourself a certain way to where a nigga won't even play with you.
You have
Exactly.
a certain standard, and that's
Exactly.
Right.
And I walk with that certain beat. Like,
And
I
he
know
does too.
And he
Yeah.
does
Yep.
too.
But he don't need to shout it from the rooftops.
Exactly.
He
That's
don't,
fucking
and that's respectable.
Yes.
It ain't too many niggas like him.
Right.
It's not, and that's why we're together, because I've been through a lot of niggas. Not, I mean, come on, like, not a lot of niggas, but a lot of niggas.
No,
we
you ain't
grown,
got-
You
you
know what I'm
like,
saying? Like,
bro.
I've
Like,
been
we
through a
all
lot.
grown.
I've been through a lot of niggas, and I've been around, and I've dealt with different type of caliber of niggas. And let me
But
tell you something.
why is that a bad thing when y'all say that? But when we say, like, I could be like, I done dated a bunch of chicks before I got married.
We don't. You don't need to say that because we already know that.
We know that, but it's just it's not
Y'all
a bad.
niggas is
It's
easy.
It's not a bad thing.
Niggas
when
are
we,
easy.
when-
Niggas is easy.
But we're
Niggas
supposed
are
to be.
easy.
Y'all supposed to
No,
be.
no, we're not supposed
Bro,
to
you're not
be.
supposed to be easy.
We're
Yeah.
supposed to be.
But
No,
see,
you're not.
you gotta watch how you
DNA
say that.
and our gene says
What is your? No,
No, because
hold on. What does your
Uh-oh.
DNA and genes say?
Uh-oh.
to procreate, to perpetuate life, to carry the seed.
To
That is
also
a-
do what?
I-
To support,
provide,
to protect.
I'm not saying. I'm saying it's an inclusive package.
That's not what you
It's-
said though.
No, I'm saying
We
it's in
gotta
our-
make it very clear.
It's in our DNA to provide, protect, fill in the role as a man. That's kind of who we are. So we dominate because in our minds that is the place that we're supposed to be.
But you want to know the difference between what you're talking about right now
That's
and what's
fair.
going on in the world?
You get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they just move like that because they feel that they're supposed to be in that position, whether they live up to it or not.
They're
is
not
a
qualified
question.
for it.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying. Now, that doesn't mean every nigga that believes that is true to himself. I'm just saying how we're programmed from the jump as kids to be, yo, you the man, you gotta do this, you gotta come in, you gotta play your role. Now, not every nigga does that.
but that's
Right,
the,
but I
I
think
mean,
that's
that's
also
how-
toxic masculinity to be
Right.
forcing that on your children.
And
because
that's the-
Whoa,
your
whoa.
child can't even. No.
Hold
Your
on.
son is entirely too young for you to be telling him that he the man.
I
of
didn't
anything.
say that his age. I'm saying
Nigga.
you're
Yo,
12,
he's
Hold
literally agreeing
12,
with you.
13,
Hold up.
14.
I'm
Hold
gonna
up.
tell you right now because at the end of the
Because
day,
I'm
man,
raising
it is
my
not.
son since the day he was born. You're a leader,
Yes.
provider, protector.
You're instilling that.
Don't cry over no bullshit. And then people,
That's
I know
wrong.
that. How is that wrong?
Don't tell your son
He
that he
gotta
cannot
be
cry.
okay to
He is
cry.
a child.
Bullshit over
You see-
What is bullshit?
You
Because
see
you're
how
a
she didn't hear that
grown-ass
part?
man.
You see how she
Bullshit
didn't
for
hear that
you
part?
is different than a bullshit with a child. If he falls down and hurts his fucking knee,
We're
it's
not
gonna
saying
hurt.
that.
No.
We're not
No.
saying
No.
Tell me what he cries over.
Little shit like you didn't get your ice cream that you get every fucking day. So the other day
Okay,
he
you're
went to-
raising a spoiled child, so that's
That's
fucking
my
different.
point.
Okay,
That's my point.
Listen, I love the black boy joy now. Raise my little king to be fucking
That's my
spoiled.
point, but he
I'm
got
just saying,
so
you're not
many
gonna
women
sit here
that-
and spoil him and then tell him that he can't cry when
I'm
you're.
not spoiling him. Well, I
Yes,
mean,
you
I'm
are.
spoiling. But
Yes, you are.
All right, so my whole thing is balance, right? Like you can
Yes.
get what you want.
Okay.
But the other day he got picked up from
You need
school.
to teach him that he can't always get what he
That's
wants.
my point.
That's
so
not
the other
telling
day
him
he
that
got
he can't
picked up
cry
from
over
school,
bullshit
right?
is not the right verbiage.
My wife took him to Starbucks. They didn't have cookies or brownies.
He was mad.
He come home
Cat
crying.
told me.
So
That nigga was mad.
He was
big man.
upset.
He come home, as soon as he walk into a pounding, he
Puffing
do
his
his
chest.
They didn't have. I'm like, that's what you crying about? I said, yo, you got brownies and cookies in the cabinet. He's like,
Okay.
I want it from Starbucks. Like, call me Yaya, which is my sister. They didn't have Starbucks. We need to go to your Starbucks. I'm like, bro, we're not crying over that.
You
I think
have
it's
raised a
respect.
spoiled child.
But that's
Let's be clear.
That is a difference between
Well, only child
crying
syndrome.
over bullshit. That's
Is a thing.
over raising a spoiled child.
Yes.
So can we agree that's crying over bullshit?
I'm not gonna agree with that because I think that verbiage is incorrect. I think that verbiage is incorrect.
Maybe
Is
the verbiage
crying
is
over
incorrect, but
cookies bullshit or not?
I can't understand. Okay.
Yo, let's
hold
keep
up,
it
hold
real,
up,
man.
hold up,
Yeah,
because I
like-
can't agree with you on that. I think she's saying that the term that you're using is wrong, crying over bullshit.
But that's why definition
But
is important.
You
It
gotta,
is.
you
It
gotta,
is.
you gotta allow,
Context.
but
Context is
is
important.
But yes, you gotta allow a kid to cry over something because if they don't cry over something, they're not gonna cry over anything. And you raising niggas that don't know how
And
to
that's
You
cry.
how I
gotta look
was.
at him and say that.
That's how. Like if I hurt myself,
Look
my
at him
pop's
and
like,
say that.
See,
we
from
don't
my
do
point
that
of view,
crying.
You're
Right.
not telling him not to cry.
I'm telling him,
You're
what
telling
do
him
you-
the reason you're crying
But-
for.
but
is
That's not
not
translated.
But
That
in
is
the-
not
in the
translating
sense-
to
in
a
the-
child.
Yes, Yes, in a
Right?
sense,
Not translating
in
to
the
his
sense
mind.
it comes
You are
out.
telling him
No,
stop crying
to stop
over bullshit.
crying.
So in his mind, stop crying.
No. I'm telling y'all that. I explained to him, we don't cry over cookies and brownies.
Okay.
But if he falls, like if he hit himself, that it's okay.
It's
you
okay.
Are you okay? Where does it hurt?
Yeah.
Are you
So
okay?
you
Like,
talk
does
through
it
it.
really hurt? And he's like, I'm like, walk. Let's walk.
You
Let's
okay?
see.
Walk it
He's like,
out.
you okay?
Walk it out.
Give me 5. You a man. Like, boom. Give me 5. He's fine. He's like, all right. And then he gets to playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not raising no. Because the thing is, a lot of y'all will say toxic shit like women. Hold on. Let me
Say a lot of people. Say a lot of people.
All right, so when I speak,
Or some
I
people.
give y'all the credit of understanding what I'm saying. Like, so when my son, don't run away now, Saba. I need
Can
you
we
to be
get
here
that?
with me.
I just had to hit the camera.
Can we get that?
Yeah.
Can you get what?
That.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am a hookah holder.
No, go ahead.
I done lost my train of thought.
You said
alcohol.
you're not you give
This is when the alcohol hits, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
you said a lot of y'all, literally when we were talking.
yeah.
Yes, okay.
The things y'all tell us not to raise our son with, when he's an adult, y'all hate them type of dudes.
That's a
y'all
fact.
hate soft niggas.
That's fair.
Y'all hate soft dudes
That's
who
fair.
cry
You
over
just said
who can't
that's
be a
fair.
man who
Okay,
can't.
but
That's fair.
can we back?
Okay, time out. So that's what we call bitch nigga.
That's a bitch nigga.
I'm not
That's a
raising a
bitch.
bitch.
I can understand
Let me tell you
that.
something.
That's fair.
Most women,
in my
they love
my
alpha
mindset.
men, but a lot of niggas are raised by women and mothers, and a lot of times it's just your nature to be over loving, overbearing. Like, he's got so many women in his life. I got 3 sisters.
Right.
My mom, his grandmother.
Yeah, even when I was there
His
for Kat's
aunts.
birthday, it
All
was
his
nothing
aunts.
but women in the kitchen.
His aunts.
it
And
was-
every
yeah,
time,
yeah.
Josie, I'm like, yo, bro, like, come on, man. Like,
Right.
I'm going to raise
But like
a man.
that's the beauty of, so that's the community. So like we just need balance in the community.
Right.
Balance
But
is the
And that's
key
ultimately
fair
what it
word.
is
because
like,
my son-
you are still raising. You are too.
My
Y'all
son,
are still
yes.
raising spoiled children. Though.
Yes.
Like you are raising spoiled children. So recognize that there is some personal responsibility we got to take.
There's a-
and allowing your child to have access to Starbucks every other day. You are going to breed
That's
a
a whole
child.
nother level.
I mean,
That's
that's a
the thing
whole
is you
nother
got to take
level.
responsibility for that.
Seriously, no,
You
we
gotta
do,
balance
and
it.
that's fair. That
Yeah.
is fair because my son is raised with a lot of women, around a lot of women too. The only men that he had, well, my sons, I'm sorry, only men that he have in is his dad and my dad, his grandfather. Those are the only 2 men. Everybody else is females in the house.
Right.
So I had to check myself
Yeah.
when I was telling my son, stop fucking crying. You acting like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like a bitch. Like I had, and I'm gonna admit that I have said that to him.
Yeah.
But then I had to check myself. Like, stop. That is not correct. You know what I mean?
One thing that Morgan did one time, I posted him. I was leaving the house, and he was like, "Where you going, Dad?" I was like, "None of your business. I'm an adult. You stay in the." You remember you checked me on that? I don't know if you remember, but she was like, "Why didn't you just explain to him where you were going?" And I was like, "He's a child." She was like, "Communicate with him." And that always stuck in my mind. So then when he goes, "Where you going?" I'm like, "I'm going to the store and I'm going to get stuff and I'll be back." He's like, "Okay."
Because my thing is like, and I don't mean to be morbid, but like, what if you left and it never came back?
Right.
Like, you can't talk to him like that.
Right.
Like, he is literally like, and I don't think you ever did the goo goo gaga bullshit with him when he was a baby. But
You
my
used to
thing
be
is,
like, "Why you talk to him like an adult?" You always used to.
I did.
But I
now
do that.
now
I talk
it's
to my
like I
kids
get
as
it,
an
where it's
adult.
like you do have to talk to him as though he is an adult because not like an adult, but like a
But
little
balance,
person,
like
a
you
little
said.
person. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I
A
do
little
that.
human. That's
Even
literally
with
what
my
it
kids
is.
now. I tell them, I be like, when they do ask me that, I'm minding my business and you need to mind yours. That's
But
what I
that's-
say. But
that's
I
toxic
also
in a little
know
bit. That
because
is- no, it is
time
toxic,
out,
Aisha.
time out because I do explain myself after I say that though.
But see, why say that if you're going to explain
Because
yourself
that's
anyways?
just my natural reaction.
Don't
Because
do
I'm
that.
sitting there like,
But that's why it
I'm
always
just
stuck
saying
to
it's a
you.
natural reaction though. Because it's like, why are you questioning me? Because I was brought up to don't question an adult. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was brought up, you don't question an adult. I'm an adult, you're a child. You
that's
do
what I
what
was
you do.
telling her, but she was like, "But he's not questioning you.
He's just wondering what you want. So I
his
again
curiosity.
had
Don't
to
shut
check
it down."
myself.
When she said that, I was like,
right. I had to check myself
But it
into not
literally
not saying
is,
that.
and I don't have kids, but like literally, it's just
you were right.
curiosity.
You
Like
were
that's
right.
all it is. And
But-
my thing
and
is
you're
like,
right.
God forbid, both of y'all don't come home one night,
Right.
and he's just like, "Well, Daddy ain't tell me where the fuck he was going," so.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say because like it's just not fair. Like
Right.
because what's gonna happen is the child's gonna shut off and he's gonna stop communicating with you altogether.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be upset.
Bingo.
But at the end of the day, in my defense, I'm gonna say, and I can say this because I have 4 kids. You have no kids, right?
Right.
So sometimes, as a mommy world or a parent world, you get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Yeah.
And you're moving fast, so you constantly have somebody in your ear, and then you're like, well, damn, like I'm going out to do this. Why is it your concern? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that be my gripe. And then again, I have to step back and check myself.
Just take a second.
Take a second and be like, all right, I'm going. Even if I did say, and sometimes I apologize. I'll be like, my bad, bro. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Is that all right? Like, you know,
is that cool with you?
That's that cool with you. Because me, I'm an asshole. Get what I'm saying? Like, I am an asshole sometimes. So, and my kids know that.
Right. Yeah.
So they understand that. You get what I'm saying? So then I'll explain, and I'm like, is that all right with you?
Yeah.
And I'll get it out, like, is that all right with you?
10 out of 10, they go say, yes, that's fine.
Yes, that's fine. And I'll be like, okay. And then it makes me feel good too, because I'm like, damn, bitch, all you had to do was sit back and just wait a second.
Yeah.
And then just answer what the fuck your child wanted or whatever. Even when I'm coming in the house, I got everybody. There's 9 people in my house.
Even with us being sitting here, like, the amount of people that came up to you asking about food, asking about this, asking about that, it's just like, go figure it out.
Go figure it out.
Yeah.
One time for a few hours. Please figure it out without mommy. Just because you see me here, act like I'm not here.
So let me tell you something. My mother raised me on Saturdays. You are on your own.
You're on your own.
I'm not feeding you. I'm not cooking for you. I'm not cleaning. I'm not doing laundry.
I'm telling
you.
You
got somewhere to go. You better ask somebody else.
Ask somebody else. Get somebody else to do it.
It's not going to be me today. My mom raised me on that shit.
Seriously.
So I'm ingrained to be like, I'm not talking to mom on
Saturday.
Saturday.
So the same thing was with me and my household too, with my parents. Like from Thursday to Sunday. Sunday was we had dinner, Sunday dinners. But Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Thursdays we always went out to eat because that was my dad's payday, right? So we would go out to eat. That was a treat. We either get fast food or we're going out to eat, right? Then Friday and Saturday, like you said, you were on your own. Like there was nothing left to say. Don't bother me. Like I make sure, my mom was like, I make sure dinner is cooked every day for y'all. Mm-hmm. Sunday through motherfucking Wednesday.
Yeah.
Dinner is cooked. Yeah. You're good. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, y'all can figure this shit out. Whether it be I cook something quick or I buy something for you guys to eat. That's just how, for you to eat, because it was just pretty much me.
So let me ask you this. Like, how are your thoughts on how households are being raised now, where it's like, what are your thoughts about nannies? What are your thoughts about, like, external like, help of, like, delivering groceries? So right now, I'm doing it. So right now, I'm actually exercising that right now because of my lifestyle right now. Yeah. And thank God I am able to utilize those resources. I Instacart. I'm blessed to have my parents here, so they do a lot of my running errands and running around and stuff because I just can't anymore. I don't have time. And it has been a big adjustment in my household because even sometimes my husband will sit there and he be like, well, damn, babe, sometimes you have to get out and go to the store. You're here. Elaborate on that. Come on in here.
Come here, for real. Just you don't even gotta come and show your face. You
How the hell she see him? Because
I felt his presence. I felt his presence. Like,
I won't say that has nothing to do with
but he'll be like, he'll check me sometimes, and he'll be like,
Uncle P, what's up?
He'll be like, babe, sometimes you have to get out and go to the store because I got
a question for him too.
Go ahead.
So.
Microphone right there.
How do you feel about roles in the house? Because there's a lot of questions on like who should pay the bills, who should do this in the house, who should do that in the house. Like, what do you feel about that? Like, who should do is there designated roles?
I'm the primary provider.
Mm-hmm.
She help out.
So, would you feel some type of way if your homie was like a stay-at-home dad and the woman was doing all the bills?
Depends on why he had to do it.
What if
let's just say like she ran a law firm and she top district attorney in your state, right? Mm-hmm. And she made more than enough money, you know,
she made $300,000
a year, right? Enough to sustain the household and then some.
Would you be able to stay home if she made $300,000? No?
I'm just not me personally.
Yeah.
I'm just not like a stay-at-home guy. But I mean, it's pimps.
How would you
watch it?
Is that an alpha or a beta thing?
Did you just hear what he said? It's pimps.
He's like, we tricking.
I was fine with that.
We tricking.
But
like, I don't care about that. Like, to me,
I know.
No, my question is that an alpha beta thing? Can alpha males stay home, or is that has nothing to do with the dynamic of
I feel like if I stay home, like I wouldn't have as much say as I could. I can't really.
I don't agree with that.
You think so?
So as a woman, you're saying that if a man stayed home, he can have as much say as you?
Because at the end of the day, like, if Aisha were to stay home and he would be the provider, you would still be running the household. So, like,
who would be running the household?
She'd be running, she cooking, cleaning, making sure the kids are this, the house is everything is fucking in order. So that way, when he comes home, he ain't got shit to worry about. Take his goddamn.
She would still be running her house.
If she literally was just a stay-at-home mom, she would still be running the actual house. But then when Pops come home, Pops is home, like, and that's literally what it is. But at the end of the day, like
that now still.
It is like that now,
right? And there's nothing wrong with that because you still have a voice,
right?
I still consider you to be an alpha female, alpha woman. So it's like at the end of the day, like I feel like we get so stuck in this tug and pull of who's
Power.
telling somebody
Right.
it's a power struggle, and it's like it should not have to be that when husband and wife have to come together to make this whole system work.
Exactly.
But that's what we do. And in my household, personally, that is what we do. But at the same time, I'm still battling being a little bit of an independent woman.
Right.
Like, I know that he is more than capable of going to get the kids from school if I needed him to.
Absolutely.
Or going to do something. However, I'm going to make that shit work before I reach out to him and be like, babe, can you go and do X, Y, and Z? I'm going to try to make that shit work before I reach out to him to do it.
Right.
Now, if I can't, then I'm gonna call like,
Then we're
babe,
gonna have a
I need you to go to,
conversation. We're gonna
yes,
talk
babe,
about
I need you to
Is
go
it
to X,
because
Y,
you
Z.
feel that's your responsibility?
I do
as a
feel
woman
that.
or as part
In
of the
general,
partnership?
it's a part of the partnership.
Okay,
It's just in
see,
general.
that's the difference, though. That's my thing. Like, if I had a
Partnership.
homie who stayed at home and he was a stay-at-home dad and a woman, I wouldn't look at him no different.
You shouldn't, because it's not fair. What if he's a teacher and she's a fucking lawyer?
That's what I'm
Sir,
saying.
you make $40,000 a year. If you don't quit that motherfucking job,
Right.
and we figure out to make this partnership work as a unit, we don't have to worry about you spending all this time serving other people and other kids when you could just serve the household.
Right.
I don't think anything is wrong with that.
And now, if a man said that to a woman, would it be bad to say that?
If you are correct with the verbiage,
It's not what you
There's
say,
nothing-
But
It's
okay,
how you
so
say it.
so can
A
we
lot
take?
of men are saying that, and
But-
are you saying they're just not
but-
saying it right?
They're not.
But-
They're not saying that shit.
What?
Correct. I know they're not.
What? Go on.
But
say your piece.
Can we take a step back? Because my husband said the same thing to me, and I didn't take it in that way. I took it as him saying, better yourself, rather you going out here chasing somebody else's dream than chasing your own. Because I was working a job just like that, and I was chasing somebody else's dream rather chasing my own. And he was just like, babe, just stay home. Do your thing. I'll do what I got to do to take care of the bills. You do your thing. And I didn't take it as that, even though I'm an alpha female. I do shit on my own. I take care of my kids on my own, even though we both have the same fucking kids. Like, he's their dad. It's just like, I had to step back and say, this man wants me to do better for myself, do better for us. And if I don't, and if I don't take, take in what he's saying rather than take it as what he's saying is wrong, we ain't gonna do better at all.
Right,
so
not going to elevate as a unit.
And a unit, and that's fair, and I can relate to that because before I started my entrepreneurship or having my own business, he the one who pushed me for that. I was in the nursing field. I was busting my ass, working God knows whatever shifts, however many hours a week, and I would come home miserable as fuck.
Because you were a black woman in healthcare.
Exactly. And he was like, babe, you need to find something to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You seriously need to find something else to do. Be your own business. He was already a businessman.
Right.
He already knew the avenues of what to take. And I looked at him and was like, babe, I don't have any talent. I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to do? I'm used to punching a clock. Like, that's what I knew. I thought he was crazy when he was telling me that shit. And then eventually, after I'm seeing him having the leisure of being able to go and do this and that and the third, I'm like, damn.
Freedom,
basically. I'm like, damn, he is right. Maybe I do need to sit back and do whatever. And I tell this story all the time. I literally Googled a lot of shit trying to figure out what it was that I was good at. I didn't know. I'm thinking when somebody's saying about being a bit at that time and where I was coming from, I was thinking about doing hair, selling clothes, doing nails. You know what I'm saying? That was just all that I knew because that's all I saw at that point of people having their own business. I didn't think it was anything else. So I'm like, I don't do any of that. Like, that's going to be hard. So I had to find something that I was interested in. I've always been interested in skincare. You know what I mean? He would even get on me about, you always buying all these products. You got a whole bathroom full of products and this and that and the third or whatever. So I Googled shit and I was sitting there finding it, and that's how I looked at what an esthetician was. And that's how I got into the whole role of becoming an esthetician. He pushed me and was like, listen, if this is what you're going to do, you better fucking do it. Because he knows that I will start something and then I will quit at the end of the day because I'm like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever the case may be, I'll give up. However, he was like, if this is what you're going to do, you're going to take that leap of faith, you better fucking do it. Ain't no turning back at the end of the day. And at first he was a little bit he was not with it all the way. He was very apprehensive about it because he was like, damn, if this shit don't fall through or she quit, now all the weight is going to lead on him. And then it's like, now we're going to be in this little tight struggle because I don't fucking either fuck the pack up or however you want to call it. Yeah. But that did not happen. And I ended up being successful, and that's how I got the Zen Room now. And then he pushed me for that. And you know what I'm saying? And I give him his props because I'm looking like, well, damn, he out here doing whatever he want to do. He's doing all this. I want to be able to do that shit too. You get what I'm saying? So when I got my business, like, he ended up being more. And then the more I started doing and the more I was able to lean on my own self, he started supporting me more and more.
Cheers
so,
to
Hubby, I got
Uncle
a
P.
question.
Right.
Yes, cheers to that.
Definitely.
Cheers.
Shout out.
Have you noticed a shift in her since you pushed her to work for herself? Yeah.
So,
Shoot.
she's a totally different person.
Yeah.
She's not the same person that I met. She's not the person. Like, I'm older than, so sometimes I say beast.
Yeah.
Because she's a boss lady.
Yeah, you created a serial entrepreneur. Like, that's literally what it is.
And then she acts like me. I always tell her, but I always tell you.
Yeah, you are not me, bro. If I wanted to, why do I want to date me? He always say that, bro. You are not me. and I am a reflection of him, and I respect that. A lot of people can't even own up and be.
Well, it's also because their partner is a piece of shit. So it's like, good
Yeah,
thing
it is
he's
true.
a good
They
man.
are. They are.
It's
He
obviously
is great.
easier to submit.
It is submit when I have
Correct.
somebody to follow,
Correct.
and that's leading me in the right direction. How
Yep.
can I go against that? How could you go against
not
that?
leading you astray.
Astray at all. And he's gonna have my back, and he's gonna correct me when I'm wrong.
Yep.
He's gonna correct me when I'm not doing, you know what I'm saying, something right or whatever the case may be. And I'm gonna respect that, and I'm always respected that, because I always see a lot of females out here. Oh, ain't no nigga gonna tell me what to do and this and that. No, you have the wrong nigga.
That's it.
You have the wrong nigga, because period. There's nothing else to say after that. The wrong leader, because I'm gonna follow what this man say, because he has not stirred me wrong.
Bingo.
Out of the 8+ years we've been together, he has not served. I will be a fool to not follow.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
And the downs are the same as the ups.
Exactly. Exactly.
Is submission easier when the leadership is in place?
Absolutely. That's what the Bible says.
Or because sometimes women see potential and try to
boy, I
lead
can
him
weigh
into
on-
that.
I can weigh
Is
into
that
this
ever?
motherfucking shit.
Should you go on potential, or should you go on this is what he is?
You should go.